Hey guys, it's luckily ASMR, and as you can probably see from both the title and the window that I'm currently in, I wanted to make a ASMR related to Chat GPT. For those of you that don't know what Chat GPT is, it's essentially, in like really dumbed down terms, a really advanced AI with which you can chat and ask all sorts of different things, be it that it writes your essays, makes music, or does a bunch of other stuff. It can explain basically anything. And like, you might think it's similar to what Google already does, except it's not an AI. But this gives you actual human-like answers in a lot of the things that you ask of it. So in that sense, I really wanted to test it out, specifically in the ASMR space. I already had a few different chats with it about. Here I asked it about how it thinks it would improve itself, or what it believes it can that can be improved in the future. Something about presentations, general ASMR content, and about video game design and AI. So in this sense, let's just make a new chat. Actually, we're already in a new chat. And let's ask it the first question. And for that, I wanted to ask it like the most basic question, essentially, just what is ASMR? And let's see what it tells us. So ASMR stands for Autonomous Sensory Meridian Response. It is a physical sensation characterized by a tingling sensation that typically begins in the scalp and moves down the back of the neck and upper spine. Some people experience ASMR as a response to certain stimuli, such as whispers, soft speaking, or gentle sounds like tapping or scratching. The sensation is often described as a feeling of relaxation and can be accompanied by a sense of calm and well-being. Some people find ASMR to be a helpful tool for falling asleep or managing stress. ASMR videos, which often feature people whispering or making soft sounds, have become popular on social media and video sharing platforms. So in essence, it understands ASMR, or it's at least gone through texts and stuff and data that it's been fed for it to understand what ASMR is and give us the definition. So I have basically a list of a few questions that I thought up that would be interesting to ask in this situation. And the next question is specifically on tingle immunity, essentially. So, is there any research relating to relating to why some people can't feel ASMR at all, or stop feeling the sensation after some time? Let me just bring the microphone a bit closer. After some time. Okay. Let's see what it says. There is limited research on why some people are unable to experience ASMR, or why they may stop feeling the sensation after some time. Some theories suggest that the ability to experience ASMR may be related to individual differences in brain structure or function. For example, some research has found that people who experience ASMR tend to have a thicker cortex, the outer layer of the brain, in certain areas compared to those who do not experience ASMR. Other studies have suggested that differences in the way the brain processes auditory stimuli may play a role in the ability to experience ASMR. It is also possible that the ability to experience ASMR may change over time. Some people may find that they are able to experience ASMR more easily or intensely at certain times in their lives, while others may find that they are less sensitive to ASMR triggers as they age. It is important to note that more research is needed to fully understand the factors that influence the ability to experience ASMR. This is pretty often the type of answer that you get, or that people just get in general. It's either a bit vague vague, or it just doesn't want to make really unprecise assumptions about what it is that might be when there just isn't any research to back it up. So I just wanted to see if there maybe is something that the AI was fed to actually tell us something more. But in essence, it just told us what we already know, except the whole thicker cortex part. I had no idea that had anything to do with it. But it definitely is true that people experience ASMR more intensely in certain situations than others, or at least for example, when I'm feeling stressed or something, and I really want to feel ASMR and like experience it in its entirety, I usually have a better experience than when I'm just like putting it in the background when I'm just chilling and doing stuff normally. So it is definitely a different experience. Let me just see what the next one was. Okay, so the next one is related to ideas for items I could add. Let me just actually copy it. That'll be easier than just writing all of it. I know that the like typing part is fine, but I'll type the questions that are a bit shorter, just so I don't have to click a million times between the tabs. So give me some ideas for items I could add to make a relaxing room ambient to film videos in. Let's just add for ASMR specifically. Let's see what he says. Here are a few ideas for items you could consider adding to create a relaxing ambience for filming ASMR. In this case, it's actually it can't really. It's quite likely, I'm gonna predict it, that it's going to tell me something that I either already have, or that just that it doesn't understand relaxation of other people, because it just doesn't understand human emotions, human interaction, such. So let's see. So soft lighting. Consider using dim or warm toned lighting to create a soothing atmosphere. Definitely something I've been trying. Comfortable seating. Use comfortable chairs or sofas to create a cozy and relaxing environment. Okay, interesting. Soft fabrics. Consider using soft fabrics like plush blankets or throw pillows to add a cozy touch to the room. Definitely. Calming colors. Use calming colors like pastels or cool tones to create a relaxing atmosphere. Also useful. Natural elements. Add plants to other natural elements to the room to create a sense of tranquility. Soft sounds. Use a white noise machine or play calming music to add soothing sound to the background of your videos. Interesting. Some ASMR artists do that, or have like a default thing that they put in the background. Aromatherapy. Use essential oils or scented candles to create a pleasant aroma in the room. I actually have the what is it called? The hydrolyzer. I have no idea what it's called. The thing that creates water with vapor to like make the room more wet. I forgot all of the words that I wanted to use. And lastly, cozy blankets. Have a few cozy blankets on hand to add an extra layer of comfort and warmth. Remember to also consider the acoustics of the room and try to minimize any background noise that might distract from the ASMR triggers in your video. It actually did somewhat understand the things that people expect in an ASMR, which I did when I was previously testing it out. I didn't actually get that many responses that were actually how do I say it? It's like they weren't directly. It wasn't really thinking about humans that much. It was just generally talking about things. But yeah, this is an interesting answer, definitely. Now, one that is definitely a lot more up the ASMR alley, but I expect a really different answer in this situation. How would I say relax in Italian, Spanish, Portuguese, Irish, Swedish, and French? It's probably gonna give me like either a highly detailed or maybe not. Actually, that is really that's really small. It seems that when you give a singular one, then it's more detailed than in this case, because it can actually like legitimately try to teach you a language, or like tell you some guidelines on how what certain words mean, what they're connected to, and all of that. So let's see. So in Italian it is rilassarsi, rilassarsi. I've actually used most of these words already in some of my videos, so it's rilassarsi. In Spanish it's relajarse, relajarse. In Portuguese it's relaxar, 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 relaxar. I'm never sure how X is pronounced in Portuguese. I usually just check it before I start any videos. Relaxar. In Irish it's lagtuig, lagtuig, lagtuig. It's definitely not pronounced like that, but I was hoping it'd give me a pronunciation, but nope. In Swedish it's slappna av, slappna, slappna. And in French it's se détendre, se détendre, se détendre, se détendre. But yeah, I hope this helps. Let me know if you have any other questions. Yeah, this was basically the most simple answer that I've ever gotten when asking you the question. It's usually a lot more. It usually tries to like say a lot, or at least a standard amount of text, where it just like it kind of loops over what it's already said sometimes, which can be a bit irritating, but it actually gave me a concise answer in this situation. Okay, maybe I should, let me just see, let's try and copy this. How would I say in French? Plus how to pronounce each one. Okay, let's see. Along with the, oh, it actually gives you the pronunciation. Let's see if I can actually pronounce these correctly. So, relaxarse. Actually, it's relaxarse, relaxarse, relaxarse. Okay. The Spanish one is relajarse, which is relajarse. In Portuguese, it's relaxar, relaxar. So just relaxar, relaxar. Okay. In Irish, it's logdi, 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 logdi. Yeah, I think it's just logdi. And yeah, you can just like look at the entire word which I would pronounce lagtuig, and it's actually just logdi, logdi. Yeah, in Swedish it's slapp, 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 av, slapp, av, slapp, av, slapp, av. Interesting. And in French it's se détendre, se détendre, se détendre. I mean, it is how it's pronounced, but like, if I actually said it in English, it'd just be se détendre, se détendre, se détendre, and that is absolutely not French. But yeah. Next up we have the this one is like related to mouth sounds. Actually, I'll write this one. Let me just yeah. So why do mouth sounds have a relaxing effect on some people and yet annoy others? The effect of mouth sounds on people's emotions and feelings of relaxation can vary greatly from person to person. Some people find mouth sounds some people find mouth sounds to be soothing and relaxing, while others find them annoying or even disturbing. There are several factors that may contribute to these individual differences in response to the mouth sounds. One possibility is that people's experiences and associations with certain sounds may influence their emotional response to them. For example, some people may associate mouth sounds with positive experiences and find them relaxing, while others may associate them with negative experiences and find them annoying. Another factor that may play a role is individual differences in sensory processing. Some people may have maybe more sensitive to certain sounds or more prone to experiencing ASMR in response to them. This can lead to greater feelings of relaxation or pleasure in response to mouth sounds for some people, while others may not experience these effects. Finally, cultural and social influences may also play a role in people's response to mouth sounds. What is considered acceptable or desirable in one culture or society may be different in another, and this can influence people's emotional response to certain sounds. Overall, the reasons why mouth sounds have a relaxing effect on some people and yet annoy others are complex and may involve a combination of individual differences, personal experiences, and cultural and societal influences. This is what I mean, like it gives a more in-depth answer for certain things. And in this case, it even, something that I forgot to mention is that it actually remembers what you've talked about already and uses that for your future questions if they're related. So essentially I could just now ask, actually I'll do that right now. So be like, relating to what ASMR is, try explaining it, try explaining why it's not sexual. Actually, that was accidental. Okay, is a physical sensation characterized by a tingling sensation that typically begins in the scalp and moves down to the back of the neck and upper spine. It is often described as a feeling of relaxation and can be accompanied by a sense of calm and well-being. Some people find ASMR to be a helpful tool for falling asleep or managing stress. ASMR is not considered a sexual sensation or experience. In fact, many ASMR triggers and experiences are intentionally designed to be non-sexual in nature, and many people who experience ASMR do so in order to relax and de-stress rather than for sexual pleasure. There is no inherent sexual component to ASMR, and it is not typically seen as a form of sexual activity or expression. While some people may find ASMR to be pleasurable or relaxing experience, it's important to recognize that it is not the same as sexual arousal or desire. That's actually what I wanted to ask originally. I just forgot the second part of the question when I was writing it down. Next up is something that'll be a bit random. Is ASMR forever? It's probably gonna give me something like is a permanent or long-lasting phenomenon for all individuals. Some people may experience ASMR consistently throughout their lives, while others may only experience it occasionally or may find their sensitivity to ASMR triggers change over time. There is limited research on the long-term effects of ASMR, and more research is needed to fully understand the factors that influence the ability to experience ASMR and how this ability may change over time. Some theories suggest that the ability to experience ASMR may be related to the individual differences in brain structure or function, and that these differences may be stable over time. It is also possible that people's sensitivity to ASMR triggers may change over time as a result of various factors such as age, life experiences, or changes in brain function. Overall, it is important to recognize that each person's experience with ASMR is unique and may vary over time. There's actually a related question to this that where is it? Yeah, could you theoretically feel ASMR forever if the trigger was good enough? It is possible that some individuals consistently experience ASMR in response to certain triggers throughout their lives. However, it is also important to recognize that everyone's experience with it is unique, and it's not uncommon for people's sensitivity to ASMR triggers to change over time. Well, it essentially told me the same thing that it did in the previous one. Yeah, basically. It's exactly the same thing as it did previously, so not much difference in this case. But depending on what you ask it and how much experience it actually has with the topic and how much information it's been fed, it can give you a lot more information than it is right now, for example. And this one is my favorite question. If I was making an ASMR video right now using your text to whisper triggers, what would you recommend I say to the audience to improve their experience? Here are a few ideas for ASMR triggers that you could incorporate into your video. Whisper, soft speaking, gentle sounds. Well, it's unfortunate it didn't really register the part that said that I was making the video right now, but yeah, it essentially just gave me triggers that I could use, and the audio low and consistent and concerned using headphones or earbuds and enhance the ASMR, blah blah blah. But yeah, it depends, there's also this question. This is not directly related to ASMR, and this is basically the last question, I think. Let me just check. Why the months? Yes, ASMR for yes, yes. ASMR for yes. Yeah, this is the last question. So, what places on Earth do people find the most relaxing? Let's see if it can give me like a concise answer. What place on Earth people find the most relaxing can vary greatly from person to person. Some people may find natural settings like beaches, forests, or mountains to be particularly relaxing, while others may find urban environments or busy cities more energizing. I kind of doubt that a lot of people find busy cities or urban environments that relaxing. Like, as he says, like energizing, and yeah, energizing, but that's not really relaxing now, is it? Factors that may influence what places people find relaxing include personal preferences, individual differences in sensory processing, and cultural and societal influences. For example, some people may find the sound of waves crashing on the beach or the sight of a sunset to be particularly soothing, while others may find these same stimuli to be overstimulating or stressful. Thankfully, I've never really heard somebody say that waves crashing on the beach is something that they dislike. Either they haven't experienced it or they like it. I don't think I've ever heard somebody. If somebody does dislike it, please let me know. I'm curious why that may be. It is important to recognize that what places people find relaxing is highly subjective and can vary widely from person to person. It is a good idea to consider your own preferences and needs when choosing a place to relax and to be open to exploring new environments and discovering what works best for you. So yeah, that is about it for these questions, guys. But in general, using this tool for your own use, be it for like homework, for getting ideas for things, for how to decorate your room, for coding, for, I don't know, basically anything that you're, even existential things. It can be very philosophical at times. So definitely try it out if you want. Let me know if you tried it out already and what you've asked it, and if you've gotten any interesting answers. I'd be really curious to see what other people have gotten. I haven't really interacted with the others around me that have tried it too much, so I'm curious to see what you guys may get. And yeah, if you enjoyed the video, and if you have any ideas for maybe making a second video like this, but with some of your own questions, definitely do let me know, and we can do that. We can definitely do that. And I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.